Let's just stretch. Reach up and stretch. Right hand and left hand. And right hand. This time, take a deep breath. Exhale and to the side, deep breath. Doesn't that feel good after a long day? Exhale, just a little bit of shoulders.
Yes, love.
Who let you in here? Laurel, I told you he was banned. All right, rock your feet. Thank you, dear. If you'll unzip it and get my shoulder out of there, thank you. Okay, feet flat. Oh, Jeremy, hello. Sorry, my back is to you. Thank you, darling. We have a triad. Sing a sing a sing a sing.
Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing. Sing a sing a sing a sing.
Hills and mountains. Hills and mountains. So before you sing, breath is prepared, a good low breath, and you have space back here. No, and I think that's for the Zoom. I'll wait. I do, but all right. Let's get into it, shall we? You be locked in. Choir 1, choir 2, choir 3. Everybody know where they're singing. Your best action take your pencil or your highlighter, whatever brings you joy, and mark each page where you sing. Put an arrow, make it in color. So we're going to take one section at a time. And next week, my plan is, we will be in 3 different spaces. And we'll really get down and dirty with it, as they say. Jeremy will have one choir, I'll have one choir, and Lynn Babcock will be back in town and she'll have one choir. So tonight, I wanted us to get started though, because you can't wait any longer. If you've been listening to the recording, you will be well on your way to get this piece. So listen. All right. I don't see any down there. I saw it out there.
She had to go. She's okay though.
Choir 1, well, all of us, we're going to all start. You're just speaking the text in rhythm. Speaking the text in rhythm. This tempo, 1 and 2, well, do, be, la, te, de, oh. 1, 2, 3, and. You be la, te, de. Choir 2. You be la, choir 3. You be la, te, de. 1, 2. Oh, be steady, Stop. Just that part. Just that part. Lovely. Let's slow it down. You be la de de. Let's go there. Speaking from the beginning again and. You be la de de. You be la de de. You be la de de. Stop. Good. Singing. So sopranos at measure 7 in choir 1. You have this little ha part with the altos, right? If there's more black lines on the page, don't let it scare you. It's simply a little flourish, right? And you'll get it. Am I still too fast? Are we okay? We can do it this tempo. You be la. If we do it much slower, it actually gets harder. You know. Let's go. Sing. I just want to see where we are. 3, 4. Beginning again, same thing, sitting up tall. You're doing well with the Latin. I'll work on text in another rehearsal. Do the best you can with the Latin because you're good at that anyway, mostly. If Latin is like, if it's kind of foreign to you, don't worry. Listen to the sounds around you, but you can also sing on do. You can always sing on do. All right, beginning 3 and 4. No. You be lost. What am I doing? You be lost. That's where we are, right? Okay. I was having trouble with tempos in tempus, and I had to pull my phone out with my metronome. I don't know, it's just not a day for me to have good tempos. I even looked up at one point and I said, have you ever doubted yourself? Boy, that almost brought the rehearsal to a halt. Like a whole, existential conversation. Bear with me. 3, beginning. Thank you. And. All the way to the point where we stop. And then the next thing we're going to do is sing the tenor part. Okay? So, right at the beginning, bass 1, choir 1, and. All Good. One of the reasons I'm doing this is to clarify our vocal lines, but also so you see, this is really my dream, that while we're singing this, we have it memorized, and we're just throwing balls to whoever has the part next. And so the balls are coming back. We're not really going to do that. See the faces of. But you see how it's written. It's very much in that contrapuntal Baroque style. Good. Tenors from the beginning. Starting choir 1. Ready, and. And 2, 3. Knees, te, and solite, and solite. Okay, that last one in measure 11. Play measure 11 for the tenors. So that was tenor 2. Play tenor 3. Oh, that was 3. Tenor 3, sing at 11. And 1. And that's it. Tenors in choir 2 at 11. And 1. And solite. you, Jesse? Are you by yourself? Now, Steve, I'll give Stephen a chance to get his music out. We'll come back. Let's do alto from the beginning. Alto from the beginning. Y'all are sitting there like, yeah, let me at it. We got this. Alto 1 and. No.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, you went into triples all of a sudden. Again, and 3, 4. Good. Let's get the D. They're right on the D. You were starting on the C, yeah. Right there at 8, alto 2s. Ready? In part 2. 1. Good. And then choir 3. Exalted. That's really high. Exalted. Yeah, you might circle that F sharp because that's really high. Let me hear you again. Choir 2. Measure 8. 1. That's right there. Okay, again, ready, and I'll cue you better to sign off this. And 1. Good. Sopranos. 2 and 3 and 4. Everybody now, maybe that gave you a little more clarity. When we're starting a piece, believe it or not, I'm not looking for perfection. Woo-hoo. I just want us to get a grasp, right? And do the best we can in a section so then we can move on to the next section so that you have enough information to really make use of your own practice at home. Even if it's simply the rhythm, if you're not one who can pluck it out on the piano. We're still working on parts recordings for this. Jeremy has those in his back pocket. So. All right, beginning, everybody. Let's stand up. Fire with it. Ready. It's really tough for us in this distance, and you're doing great. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. joining again, sitting up tall from the beginning. From the beginning. Laurel, I have a question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the last thing, but the next thing I want to do is to speak the text in rhythm from measure 11. From measure 11, we're going to go into the next section. If it doesn't work, you know, writing. Is that C? Is that hard to do? Everything's fine. Thank you. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell my mother how to get on Zoom. And she, I thought I'm not feeling great. And so I just asked Laura for a big favor. Okay, so we're right at 11. Okay. Some people say chitara. I like that in chitara because I think it makes it really crisp. You may be in other choirs where that's not done. It's an ancient Latin to a more modern Latin. I like it. Incitara, incitara, incitara. You don't say th. The other way you can do it is citara, citara. But I like the ch, like if it were CIA in Latin or Italian. And then et voce salmi. Citara et voce salmi. The next part, going into page 7, in tubis ductilibus, ductilibus. It's a K sound. Ductilibus. Et voce tube cornere, cornee, cornee. Et voce tube cornee. And then jubilate, jubilate. It's always a Y or a Y sound, not a jubilate. If this were French, we would say jubilate or jubilate. And I love to Frenchitize everything, but I'll try not to here. I really want to go to measure 25 and stop there for tonight. Let's focus on this one other section. If we can get these two sections generally learned tonight, then that's a big chunk of it to bite off for one rehearsal. Measure 11, right on it. Right on measure 11. Even if you have te, if your syllable at the beginning is te, 2 and 3 and speaking. Te et solite, et solite, et solite, do, mi, solite, do, mi, solite, do, mi, do, in chitara, 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 et voce sa, ha, ha, mi. Into bees, ductili, et vocetur, vecorgere, et vocetur, vecorgere, four. Good. On the recording, that's going to help us the very most when we get into these triple things, right? We get into a different feel. Instead of the duple feel, it's a triple feel. Again, at 11, speaking. Right on 11, 3 and 4, and te et solitaire, et solitaire, solitaire, do, mi, solitaire, do, mi, solitaire, do, mi, do, in, chi, ter, tara, in, chi, tara, in, chi, et, do, o, che, sa, fa, mi, tu, bi, tu, si, tu, tu, et vocetur, vecorgere, et vocetur, vecorgere, four. Good. Excellent. I want you to hear only choir 1 from 11. Only choir 1 from 11. 11. Ready? 11. Ready? Tenore. Tenore. Ready? And 10, 2, 3. Choir 1. Maybe it would help to sing the et salute. I think your brain was doing the logical thing. Let's sing the pickup into 11. I think that would help you more. Sorry, one more time. 2, 2, and 3. Et salute. 2, 3. Et salute. I'm tempted to have all of us sing all of the choir parts, but that's going to be too confusing. More confusing. It's also what is physically possible for Jeremy to play. Let's just take it again. Pick up to 11, choir 1. Just choir 1. 2 and 3. And solitaire. 2, 3. And solitaire. And solitaire, do, mi, do. Solitaire, do, mi, do. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. you noticing? It's early Baroque in the sense of it's really not changing harmony.
No.
You hear that G major, play G major? That's it, right? That's very Gabrielli. It's very early Baroque. They just didn't, even Monteverdi, he like stays on A major, like the whole thing, with the sack butts. Have you heard of the sack butt? They're those medieval instruments that are always out of tune. You know, they couldn't tune them very well. If you pull up anything like Monteverdi, you'll hear this constant chord. So your ear can lean into that. Sometimes it's the dominant chord from G. We have G to D major, back and forth, G major and D major. So listen for those changes because that will help you. Okay, choir 2, you're up. 11. Pick up to 11. Yeah, pick up the exalted. Yeah, exalted. Thank you. 2 and 3. There's a change, right? And 4 and 1. Good basses. 1, 2, 3. You're just hanging out. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1. Good. Excellent. So sopranos are like, you know, it's like reveille. Exactly. Okay, part 3. 11. 3 and 4 and 1. 1, 2. Now we're going out for a beer. And 3 and 4 and again and 2 and they sing into and you. 1 and 2 and 3. Very good, very good. That turn of the page to page 8, don't let it surprise you. That's one of those places where you'll be singing an unintentional solo, right? Too bad. Just bring it big. Everyone, standing. 11. Pick up to 11. Pick up to 11. So choir 3, wait until the downbeat. 2 and 3. and you go, ah! Well, I can't say all that. You're doing remarkably well, as I knew you would. It's so much fun. And of course, we'll be, right? So we'll speed it up gradually. Excellent. Have a seat. Okay, 7:45. What we're going to do now is take our little break now so that we can reset.
Okay.
And I basically would like to just angle these sides toward the stage and maybe pull this forward. Think that'll work? Okay, maybe halfway. If somebody will help so Laurel doesn't have to do it by herself. Do you want to do announcements now? Yeah, let's do announcements now before the chaos. Yeah, you have to really speak up because they can't hear me.
All right. All right, folks, I'm just going to stand on this one. So a couple of things. We have a couple of housekeeping things. I know these are a little bit boring, but please bear with me. A couple of things from the JCC. Somebody's been parking right up next to the curb and not in a parking spot. I'm not calling anybody out. I don't even know whose car it is, but do park in a parking space, right in the spot, instead of a fire hydrant. Also, just seeing you all squished in together reminds me that we got a request from one of our singers. If you're wearing really strongly scented perfumes or colognes or something, maybe lay off right before rehearsal.
I have something to say about that.
Okay, great.
So my professor at UNCG, one of my professors who's now retired, said, and I was reminded of it this weekend, he said to the students, almost every pre-concert time, he said, please bathe because I don't want to smell you. Please wear deodorant because I don't want to smell you. And please don't wear perfume or aftershave because
I don't want to smell you.
It's kind of a coverage for all of it. But yes, it really is important. People have allergies. We're kind of close together. We'll be closer in the performance hall. Thankfully, we don't have COVID rampantly running around. I appreciate those wearing your mask if you're under the weather or because what that does and what that shows is that you're caring for the community of singers. And so it's hard to sing in a mask. No one wants to do it, especially Lynn. She doesn't want to sing. But
You're doing great.
But I appreciate that, and it's because we all care about each other.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, great. So that's just a little reminder. I'm really thrilled tonight to introduce you to one of our newest board members who was voted in as a replacement board member for someone who had to step away. So Karen Cormier, I just wanted to ask you to stand up. So we're just so thrilled to have you. And she just joins the ranks of the board members who are here to help answer your questions and to help get things done for this organization that we care about. Speaking of which, I'd also like to invite one of our former board members, Merritt Mosley. He's chairing our Arise committee, and he's just going to introduce our Arise programming for the year. Thank you, Merritt.
If you are new to the organization, or maybe you've forgotten, the acronym RISE stands for Anti-Racism and Inclusion of Singers Everywhere. And it is our anti-racism and inclusion effort in the organization, but one of our core values. And the way we operationalize that so far, it not only does Melody sometimes give us information about minority composers whose work we are performing, but we have had a series of salons. Which sounds very grand, it's not, but they're called salons, and they are little gatherings. And among the things that we've done in the past, we've had a salon on the music of the civil rights era, Black cultural appropriation, or cultural appropriation of Black cultural products, a listening session on Black female composers, talk about Karl Orff, one of black dialect, which comes up as sort of a, slightly troubling question when we're singing the gospel songs. One of Scott Joplin's Treemonisha. And we're hoping to have many more in the years to come. What we lack is a sizable committee. And so I'd like to ask if any of you are interested in this effort. And one thing you can do is you can volunteer to lead a salon, or you can say, I'd like for somebody else to do a salon on the following topic, or best of all, you could volunteer to become a member of the RISE committee. We only meet twice a week. And only for about an hour. We meet very seldom. But we try to do good work. And so there's going to be a sign-up list outside. Laurel has assured me, where if you are interested in being on the RISE committee, you can sign your name and your email address, and we'll be in touch with you. So please think about this and join us. Thank you.
Yes, the arrived sign-up sheet's going to look something like this. It'll be on the table in a brief moment. Okay, also just wanted to let folks know we flipped over to a new email delivery platform. I've heard from a couple people that you didn't get singer's notes this week, and if that is unusual, and you usually do look at it, then let me know, and we can just make sure that your email is correct in our new system, because I know transitions can be tricky, and we just want to make sure everyone's getting what they need. And also, just to let you know, Yuletide candlelight tickets are on sale. You can start sending that link around, share the word. And also, tickets for our first Tempest concert are on sale. It's going to be November 4th. You do not want to miss it if you are not singing at it. And it's going to be an incredible event. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that. All right, folks, let's move some chairs. Woo!
I was going to say, I admire you. We're going next
Amen. That's close. Yeah, can you give us that deep chord? Here's your sonority starting with the basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tenor. First. Let's go back to that again. One, two, three, four, five. Again. Square 31. Bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. So, I would like to hear soprano and alto. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Soprano and alto from 139. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, sopranos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need more first sopranos to jump down to the second before that D flat, if you would. Let me do that D flat. Amen. That note, can you hear that on the 3/8 bar, all the sopranos, you don't have to sing an A flat if that's a strain at all. We don't want a strained sound, right? And it needs to be fun to sing, and sometimes A flats may not be fun. So you can sing the alto. That's the alto part. So lay out, if you're gonna sing alto here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not everybody's getting to that E flat on the bottom. Listen to it. Even lighten up on the low note. You know, 1, ready, go. Altos, let me hear you with the 3/8 bar. 151, 151, 1, ready, sing. Stop, listen to it. So they have a jump down, but you do not. You have one little step. 1, ready, go. There, you get to come down. Yes. And I know that's really the upper part of your range. A lot of you have much higher notes than that. So make that space in the back like we did in the warm-up. And then, right? Okay, together. 1 and up. From square 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Listen to that. Basses. Listen for 139. Yeah. It has that jump. It has that skip in the middle. Sing it. 1, ready, go. Go on. We have half steps coming down, bass and tenor, and we have whole steps coming down. So it's important to know which is which. At 149, it sounds like this. So those first 2 notes are a really tiny step. Tenor, big breath, sing that for me. 1, ready, go. Again, and up. Still hearing people going down too far. Sing that. Yeah, just think of it as really high. Then.
Easy. Okay.
I mean the half step. 144, 5, 6, 7. 147 tenors. Same pattern. 1, ready, go. Good. But 144 is a whole step. Here's 144. So the half step occurs on the second to third note instead. Try that. Ready, go. Good. Amen. Basses. I want to hear you at 139, because at 141 you have a half step coming down. You have that basis. And then in 143, you have this. So they're almost alike, but they're not alike. So let me hear y'all at 139 basis. Ready and up. Breath. Make it a smaller step. Keep it real sharp. Ready and right there. That's closer. Notice too, we're all at a pianissimo or a piano here. So we don't get loud until later. I'd like to put all that together, please. Let's stand up, bottom of 35 at square 31. This also, if you've got another direction, what also is going to happen? You're getting faster. Poco a poco, accelerando e crescendo, which all means that you know, little by little, we accelerate and we get louder. But it doesn't happen for a while, so it takes a long time. 1, 2, 3, keep it here for now. Okay. Let's go on. Measure 163. Not too fast for now. 1, 2, 3. 228. Let me just say a word about the division. So we have a soprano division and a tenor division when it is 3. Isn't that what I said before? Yeah. And then just be very careful that you're not just singing the highest notes because that's what you can hear. It's really important that we have more sound in the lower parts than that top note. So find another note. Let's do 228. Not any faster than this. 1, 2, 3. I want to hear 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 245. Start soft. Let me hear bass and tenor. Bass and tenor. Ready? And. C flat. One more time. Bass and tenor. 132, 35. And. That comes quick. So like, and then 2, you're off on the end of 2, 1 and 2. Amen. So it'll come fast. That, because we're going into presto. So the pickup has to be in presto. You get me? Then almost treat the bar before square 37, almost treat that as a fermata. Because I'm going to get brass in, it's real brass percussion, and you just sing that B flat for all we're worth. Okay, soprano and alto, 245. And. Always reminds me of Star Trek. That moment. They use a lot of octaves. Together, 245. Start mezzo piano. Start mezzo piano. Good. Have a seat. Go to the beginning of movement 3. So I watched the rehearsal, and before movement 3, he goes. That's his little smile, and then he goes. So he gives 2 beats, which I don't usually do. Usually it's just a. but it made it so clear for the orchestra. So I've written in my Bernstein markings, as well as all my others. Okay. I want us to speak this. We did that one time, where the chorus comes in, measure 8. Soprano and alto. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, ready, speak. Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Tenor and bass.
Poniam
No. Poniam tuso. Let's see the 3/4 into the 4/4. It takes you by surprise. Try it again. 21. Ready and up.
Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe.
Good. Good. Take it again. Speaking. Soprano and alto starting. Ready and up.
Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesus Christe.
So I call this section where they let the snakes out. Because if we're not careful, you've heard that, there's S's all over the place. So I have put in the singer's resource files, I have put scans of every page of the Gloria with my very colorful notes. If you have my notes, you'll sing it. Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. That's what you'll do. You'll have those very specific. Please transfer my markings into your score and embellish as you want to, as we add stuff in rehearsal. But that saves us a ton of time. Then me taking 10 minutes to say, carry over here, breathe here, mark this here, if it's already there for you. So we don't have that on every piece, but we have it on the Gloria. All right, singing. So I'm not going to fix all that, because I want you to go do your homework and put the markings in. Measure 8. Singing. 1, 2, and 3. Watch your staccatos. Go.
Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe.
So, bass and tenors, don't let yourself drop down lower than where the card is. Sometimes that can happen. Just match the voices around you. Let me hear this again. Measure 8. It's getting better. Whoa. Really explode those consonants. 1, 2, and 3.
Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Poniam tusolus sanctus, poniam tusolus sanctus, tusolus dominus, tusolus sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Jesu Christe. Jesu Christe.
Go faces. Now let's work on this section. Go back to square 22. We have soprano and alto. Square 22. Ready, 2, 3, and. Let me point one thing out. Altos, when you're at 33, measure 33, you're singing Jesu Christ. That's all you have to do. Okay, don't let the other notes confuse you. It's not Christ, you know. If you want to sing it, I don't want to rob you of that joy. So just make sure you're accurate. Sing that bar, ready, altos, go. Yeah, and make sure it's always step. That's for everybody. You're doing pretty well with that. Christe, not Christe. There's no hay in the barn in this entire work. Remember, it's also, his vocal lines are mirroring the bass and, the brass and the percussion. So it's all very percussive. Until we're in movement 2, where it's really long and lyrical, but even that is like the violins, which we won't have. There are no violins. But it can sound like that. So I love the contrast, but here we have to be really crisp. There are a lot of staccato markings that I'm not really focusing on that tonight, because I want to get these notes and rhythms solid. Let me hear tenor and bass just that much. 22. 2, 3, and. Holy Sanctus solus sanctus, Holy Sanctus solus sanctus, solus Dominus, solus Sanctissimus. Good. Step. 3 step. Not 3 stay. 3 step. Say 3 step. 3 step. Jesus would not be happy if he heard you say 3 stay. I know this. 3 step. E8. Everyone, 22. Chris. Domino tu solus sanctus, Domino tu solus sanctus, solus Dominus, solus Sanctissimus, Jesu Christe. Good, go on. Domino tu solus sanctus, Domino tu solus sanctus, tu solus Dominus, tu solus Sanctissimus, Jesu Christe, Jesu Christe, Jesu Christe. Yeah, sopranos, be careful coming in on that B flat. Let me hear it really slowly. 44 into 45. Jesu Christe. I want to hear it like that. Tenor and bass. Ready? And. Jesu Christe. Jesu One more time. Actually, just sing one note at a time. One chord at a time. With me. Ready? A cappella. And. Jesu Christe. You're on one note. One note. Jesu Christe. It's all one note. Measure 44. 44. Ready? One note at a time. Jesu Christe. Thank you. You're welcome.
Gloriam solus sanctus, gloriam solus sanctus, solus Dominus, solus Sanctissimus, Jesu Christe, Jesu Christe,
See that really short crescendo, really short crescendo. We have a very short runway to get from mezzo forte to forte. All right, that's great. I gotta go on to this next section, 24. Speaking, we have to speak it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cum sanctum spiritu in gloria Dei Patris. Amen. Sanctum spiritu in gloria Dei Patris. Speaking again. Watch your accents. Tenors, ready? Act. Cum sanctum spiritu in gloria Dei Patris. Amen. Amen. Alto. Cum sanctum spiritu in gloria Dei Patris. Amen. Don't rush. Cum sanctum spiritu in Wait, sanctum spiritu. So much better. So much better. Sing it. This is so much fun. When you get it solid, it is so fun to sing. Tenors, 24. Square for 24. 3 and 4. First time through, it really wasn't that. We won't pick salty things. We don't pick salty things. It's more the general shape of things and the rhythm that I wanted to really get more solid. If you felt like you were lost most of the way through, that's all right. It's all right. 24, again. You're gonna go a little bit slower.
Thank you.
So, 3, 2, ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Come sailing through the
Square 26. Square 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, altos. Good. When you hear the harmonies all put together underneath you, it makes it easier. I didn't get quite, so we've got one more section, but that's good. I want to move to something else. So, music. So, Hanukkah, scared so. Keep it slow. We're gonna hold this tempo back. 1 and 2 and 3. I'll wait for you. Get that music going. Part of what you can do with what I put in singer's notes is our basic, I don't give you all my details, but the basic rehearsal plan. It's a good idea to put your music in that order, and it just makes it that much more efficient in rehearsal. So try to grab that each Friday it comes out. Now we're doing Thursday, so you've got even a little more time. As we get closer, well, not even as we get closer. Sometimes I put more detail in and sometimes I just leave it basic. But as we get closer to performance, instead of saying measure 30 through 35, that's what the section I'm going to work, I just put the piece because we're getting to where we're singing through the whole piece. So beginning, sit up tall. 1 and 2 and 3 and sing.
Stand, stand, cradle, cradle, stand. Cradle, cradle, stand, stand, cradle, stand, stand, cradle, cradle, stand, cradle, cradle, stand, this all in night. Night now, stand, night out, cradle, stand, cradle, stand, stand, cradle, stand, night out, stand, night out, cradle, stand, every night is night on earth. Night out, stand, night out, cradle, stand, cradle, stand, cradle, cradle, stand, night out, stand, night out, cradle, cradle, stand, every night is night on earth. Night out, stand, night out, cradle, stand, cradle, stand, cradle, cradle, stand,
Stop. Start at number 33. Ready? 2, 3. Pitches, please. And. So I'll be slowing down. So by the time the basses have that last thing, 3 and 4, and 6, so I'll dictate that so that we're together. Okay, good. So the idea is that we shape this now, that you're more solid on it, and you really focus on dynamics. So think about that this week. Masters in this hall, please. This year I'm making a change. So I want to walk us through this. If all you have is the shorter version, don't be too frightened. We have plenty of these, and I think I'm just adding about 2 pages toward the very end. I'm just not making the last cut or 2, and those will be made available to you. I can scan them, or you can get a fresh copy. So, and I would love if somebody wants to make the cut version of the new version, and you can scan that. So, the introduction this time is going to be the brass and percussion playing from measure 33 to 66, which is on page 5. You don't have to watch it, or I don't want you to turn to it when the brass is playing, but it's that many bars of music. And then the tenors and basses will come in at the beginning. So tenor and bass sing, Masters in this hall, hear you news today, brought from overseas, that ever I could pray. Then you skip to 17. These are the singing as before. No, we'll sing we hear. Open all our folks on earth, for it is God's us so dear. No, we'll sing we loud. God today has torn up a friend, and cast down the proud. Then brass play. 33. Play all through page 5, all through page 6. then no cuts on this page. At 67, sopranos and altos. We change key, we go, just the second one, sat among the key, no measure lower. And they had been asleep. Then we jump to 83. No, well, no, we'll sing clear. Open all the roads, no, clear. No, well, no, sing loud. Go to 95, 96, 97, 98, and go right to 99. So we're singing all of that.
So this is different than what you have here.
Correct. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is different. I've just made some changes. I reserved I reserved the.
Right.
Okay, so this last part, we do jump, soprano and alto jumps to 83 from 74. End of 74. The beginning of 75 becomes the downbeat of 83. I'll put this new version in singer's notes. And then we sing all the way through into 99. So on page 8, there are no more cuts. Page 8. Shepherd should a bride, weep and dance and sing. Thus to see you sit is a right strange thing. And we cut to 115, just like we did before.
120.
Not 123. So we're not singing 107.
Hang on, let me go look at that. No, I want us to sing 115. So the cut is to 115 now, not to 123. Again, this will all be in singer's notes. 106 to 115. Just making it a little bit longer.
Wait, 106 to 115 is cut.
Yes. 106 to 115. Then we sing with no cuts. Go all the way through. Page 12, page 13, page 14, page 15. I know we never sang this stuff before. 16, 17. Yeah, the rest of it, there are no cuts. So if all you have with you is an abbreviated copy, just look on with someone for right now. So we're going to sing through slowly. We're going to go through each of these jumps. We'll go over each of these jumps. Brass intro is done, and we'll take it back. Ready, beginning, tenor and bass, 2, ready, and.
Masters in this hall, giving news today, from over sea, and never I do pray.
17.
Lord, 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 sing we hear, open arm of hope on earth, Lord, is the Son so dear. Lord, 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 singing out, but today and for praise and cast down the ground.
And the brass plays. We go to the end of the brass plays C minor. Don't play their next note. 67. Ready?
Shepherds lay a watch, sat among the sheep. Come and speak the word that they had never seen. Lord, sing we hear, open our hope on earth, Lord, is the Son so near.
Keep going, 91. Go, go, go.
Oh, we changed these
I would like all my first sopranos to sing an F whenever there are B flats, which is the beginning of each time. Okay? I'm just going to have a couple of people that I'll ask later to sing that B flat. 147, ready, and.